still gives us the chills remembering this ruthless killer who mutilated at least 5 women, leaving a trail of terror and a legacy of unsolved crimes in Victorian England. We're talking about Jack the Ripper. I'm sure this rings an alarm bell. For 3 months in 1888, the killer brought terror to London's East End. Then he disappeared without a trace. In fact, researchers, of course, police force tried hard to crack the murders, but in vain. 135 years later, a woman claims to have unmasked the enigmatic killer. Former police volunteer Sarah Bax Horton believes Jack the Ripper's real name was Chaim Hyams. He was an alcoholic who lived in an area at the center of all these murders. His volatile nature and history of violence and troubled mental state caught Sarah's attention, and that's how she managed to track him down. Hyams was a cigar maker. His job meant that he was likely to be skilled with a knife. He was in and out of mental asylums, and his medical notes highlighted a mental decline that coincided with Ripper's killing spree. He was arrested for attacking his wife and mother with a chopper. What really convinced Sarah here was Hyams' physical description. Sarah's great-great-grandfather was a policeman who was central to Ripper's investigation. She uncovered witness descriptions of the killer. In fact, they described a man in his mid-30s with 2 distinctive traits: a stiff arm and an irregular gait with bent knees. She compared these to Hyams' physical characteristics, and it was a thorough match. According to his medical records, Chaim was 35 in 1888. He was unable to bend or extend his arm following an injury. He was also unable to straighten his knees. In 1889, Hyams was picked up by the police as a wandering lunatic. He was incarcerated until his death in 1913, and Jack the Ripper never struck again. But let's take these accusations here with a grain of salt, because this is not the first time that someone has claimed to know the identity of this dreaded killer, Jack the Ripper. A Russian criminal, a Polish barber, and even Edward VII's son have all been accused of being the serial killer. Decades later, the hunt for Jack the Ripper's identity is still on. But will it ever be confirmed, is the question.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today NewsMo.